Okay, so I have this seriously messed up codependent relationship with my duvet. We're basically in a toxic marriage. We call it bed rotting, and it's exactly what it sounds like. That glorious, yet deeply shameful, state where you stay cocooned in bed for like 12, 24, maybe even 48 hours straight. You're not actually sleeping, mind you. You're just lying there, swaddled in a blanket burrito of epic proportions, passively consuming an endless stream of TikToks of people doing complicated dances you'll never learn, true crime documentaries that make you paranoid about leaving the house, and ASMR videos of people whispering about marshmallows while tapping on glass bowls, all while the actual, real world just floats on by without you. To anyone on the outside looking in, it probably just looks like I'm the laziest person on the face of the planet, a human-shaped sloth clinging desperately to the sheets. But to me, it honestly feels like a legitimate survival tactic, a crucial act of self-preservation. The world outside is just too much. It's loud, it's expensive, it's relentlessly overstimulating, and it's constantly demanding my attention, my energy, my precious, rapidly dwindling sanity. The bed, on the other hand, is soft, warm, and blissfully silent. It's a controlled environment where nothing bad can happen, where the only real threat is the inevitable arrival of back pain. But here's the cruel, twisted irony of the situation. There's a razor-thin line between genuine rest and soul-crushing rust. Rest genuinely recharges you, replenishes your energy, and allows you to face the world with renewed vigor. Rotting, on the other hand, slowly but surely drains you of all vitality, leaving you feeling sluggish, apathetic, and deeply, profoundly guilty. For the first, maybe 2 hours, I actually feel amazing, relaxed, calm. Like I'm finally hitting the reset button on my frazzled brain. But by hour 6, the magic has definitely worn off, and I start to feel genuinely gross. My body aches in weird places, my head feels like it's stuffed with cotton balls, and the guilt starts to creep in, whispering insidious little lies about how I'm wasting my life. I'll never amount to anything, and I'm destined to die alone, surrounded by empty pizza boxes and half-finished craft projects. I'm not recharging anymore. I'm slowly, inexorably decomposing into a human compost heap. So, how do we break free from this cozy, yet ultimately destructive, cycle of bed rotting without forcing ourselves into some kind of toxic productivity death march? How do we reclaim our lives without completely sacrificing our sanity? First, I had to learn the art of intentional rotting. Accidental rotting happens when I mindlessly doom scroll through Twitter for 6 hours straight, completely losing track of time and space, and emerging at the end feeling like my brain has been through a virtual meat grinder. Intentional rotting, on the other hand, is when I consciously say to myself, "Okay, self, I am going to intentionally, deliberately, and unapologetically lie here in bed for exactly 2 hours, for the express purpose of resetting my nervous system and recharging my batteries." And then I actually set a timer. When the timer goes off, the rot is officially done. This simple act of setting an intention and a boundary completely changes the narrative, transforming it from, "I am hopelessly stuck in this bed, powerless to change my situation," to, "I am consciously resting, and I am in control of my time and my choices." Second, the crucial biocheck. When I'm deep in the throes of a particularly intense bed rotting session, I tend to completely ignore my basic human needs. I forget to eat, I forget to drink water, I forget to even pee. So I've implemented a strict new rule. I cannot, under any circumstances, engage in bed rotting without first equipping myself with a giant, ridiculously oversized water bottle and a strategically chosen snack on the nightstand. If I'm going to be a vegetable, I at least need to be a well-hydrated and adequately nourished one. Third, the surprisingly effective floor method. Leaving the bed altogether often feels utterly impossible because the mental jump from being a horizontal blob of human flesh to being a fully functional, productive member of society is just too damn big, too overwhelming, too terrifying. So I've discovered a simple, yet surprisingly effective workaround. I just move to the floor. I literally drag my blanket down with me, carefully construct a new nest on the rug next to my bed, and continue my passive consumption of internet garbage from a slightly different elevation. It sounds profoundly stupid, I know, but changing my physical position signals to my brain that bedtime is officially over, but that I don't necessarily have to be fully active, engaged, and productive just yet. It's the perfect bridge between asleep and awake, a gentle transition from the land of the duvet monster back to the real world. Listen, you are a human being, and you are inherently worthy of rest. You are absolutely allowed to hide from the world sometimes, to retreat into the safety and comfort of your own little bubble, to disconnect from the constant demands and pressures of modern life. Just remember to come back up for air eventually. You are a human being, not a compost heap. You are capable of so much more than just passively decomposing. You are strong, you are resilient, and you are worthy of a life that is both restful and fulfilling. Don't let the bed monster win.